stages, and then at other times not so much. So perhaps a little inconsistent. Maybe they're a bit tired. Maybe there's some nerves kicking in. I'm not sure. But I just kind of like the idea of what Aster is going for themselves, even though, like I said, they are up against this Naga Disruptor combo.
Oh, we'll see what we can get out of them and see what lanes we are going to have into play. As at the moment, letting the 1v1 occur down here, JT versus XXS. I do imagine if that is left as a sole one-on-one, the Slider will have a pretty good time, won't he? Yeah,
this is something you want to avoid heavily, which is why Rubik is already down bottom to help his Doom out, because this has got to be one of the worst matchups for Doom to play in a one-on-one, which is also why the Slider has an orb, so they're kind of hoping to have this matchup, and in response they have to bring out the Disruptor to bottom as well.
I mean, the pings are there. I mean, yeah, XXS has to be careful. He's just straight up dead. And there you have it. You got to respect the power to punch at this little fishy fellow.
Yeah, I mean, he already got harassed quite a lot, and since his support came down, it's, you know, very likely that the enemy support will also show up in a while, and they didn't really respect the little Disruptor coming in from the side.
Not at all. Not at all. Getting that first foot down there for IG. He's back to the lane, but yeah, XXS is got to respect that. You know, as soon as that second level's there for JT, there's a lot of killing potential once more.
Yeah, one thing that these two teams should focus on, especially in the early game, is rune control to help out their, you know, respective mid heroes. Both Storm and Ember are probably in the top 5 heroes that use runes the best. So we're gonna have to keep a look at that.
Looking at this top lane on this top half of the map, is there going to be a side that struggles more in this dual lane setup they have up here?
I think the Naga Coddle, they just want to like push out the lane, so they need a few levels, you know, then they're gonna feel good. Right now the Nyx and the Oracle, they should be fine here, but I would say once Radiant get this level 3 up on them, they're gonna be okay. They'll just illuminate the wave, put the illusions, you know, into the wave, auto attack, and both teams will kind of just trade farm in the top lane.
Down bottom, XXS feeling strong with the Scorch Serve to start to train on the JT. And we'll be able to force him back. That Fade Bot as well makes it a little harder for the Slider to stand tall against the Doom and sort of try and outright click him.
Yeah, and in the bottom lane, they can only fight back if they have Scorched Earth, so kind of a win condition for Radiant on bottom is you go, you force the Scorch, you chill, and then you go shortly after again when the Scorch is on cooldown. As you can see, they kind of understand that they can't lane, so, you know, the Doom, he's gonna pull some creeps, which makes a lot of sense. Little courier snipe up top.
And how we see him mid continues to be very, very close between Emo and Chuan. Little edge for the Storm, but bottom lane, Karka's come over to try and mess with them and distract them, and he's going to be fine, just able to continuously poke at them and try and slow down Aster's ability to grab these creep waves and drag them to a safe spot to farm.
Yeah, Radiant they're just winning the spot lane pretty hard, as they kind of should. You know, Disruptor, one of the strongest 5s, like we've said many times. He can trade with a Rubik, and then the biggest difference in this lane is just Slaughter compared to Doom. Doom has 0 armor, he cannot fight back against the Slaughter, so it's just logical that they're gonna end up losing the spot lane.
And what is the build on Slaughter? Do you sort of go treads into Blink, or do you go like treads Echo Saber, work on the right click?
I think it depends kind of on what you want to do in the game. I think Blink first is underrated as mid lane. We have a pullback field.
And that'll do it. Gets the point in the pull. They've got the catch and damage between the two of them, Emo and Kaka.
Yeah, so pretty good kill. Rubik is just gonna take some experience mid, probably get bottled up by the Ember when he comes back. Again here, we have the Javelin first on Nyx, and I actually think this makes a huge difference in the lane. I actually didn't take this into consideration earlier on. He can just run at either of these heroes, and I mean, Naga inherently has a lot of armor, but Javelin don't give a damn about your physical armor at all.
And it definitely gives you great trading possibilities. And already, you know, SCCC is having a grand old time on the creeps there. Bottom lane, JT is also having a grand old time over on the other side for IG. as he smashes down XXS once more.
Yeah. He makes
Free
sure
farm on the Slardar and kill after kill now in this bottom lane.
Yeah, he makes sure he gets the last hit, which is totally fine. And to go back about his item build, the hero's kind of open. You know, you can go an item like Vlad's first if you're going to look to hit some creeps, if you want to secure Roche.
Bang on.
Yeah, he has the Vlad's queued up. So the few builds you kind of have, it's like Vlad's first or maybe Blink if you want to be more aggressive. Some people, they like to go for the Aghanims, which is okay in this game as top lane. We have a lift back and a quick kill here on Mr. Ollie on his Kato. A hero we don't see very often at all right now. So they're pulling out a small page out of their own playbook.
And starting to get an early lead off the back of these lanes. You know, we're only 5 minutes in, but already a 2k jump up for IG. A much bigger sort of difference between the two teams than comparison to what we saw in 5 minutes in the other two matches.
Yeah, this bottom lane is a disaster. I don't even know if that's the right statement. It might be too little.
I mean, it's got to feel bad because, you know, last game you said it. You know, XXS's Doom last game, he had a great time.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard for him to have that same sort of impact this time around, right, if he's having to start this slow.
Yeah, especially if he's a level 4 Doom against a 6 Slardar. Because you already don't like this laning matchup at the start, but when Slardar gets 6, it's even worse because you are in like negative 1 million armor right now.
Dude, look at this.
Yep.
Emo. He's in and he's stealing the creeps.
He's dead.
Is that a worth or not?
I don't know how many creeps did he get.
I think he got like a triple stack, didn't he?
If he got all the creeps, then you can maybe take it. Even, I mean, you know, he's feeding a bit here and there, but I think most people would go for that play. But luckily for Dire, they have this high ground ward that is kind of protecting their jungle and the stack. So I think he should kind of know also that
that's a good amount of creeps. You know what I mean?
He's gonna get all of these.
Do some quick maths. What, 16 plus 13 plus 23? That is 29, 32, 52, 76, 120, and 130, 193, 200. It's similar to the amount of gold he gave away for dying.
Yeah, but
I think actually
experience and he's dead. So I mean, he took it away from them. So you know, if you want to do the math properly, then it ends up at minus 1 million. So you never know.
But if you think about the amount of heroes that had to come over and kill him.
True.
It's a complex game, Dota.
Yeah, I think Reddit should answer this question for us after.
Oh, no. They shouldn't answer any question.
Oh,
no.
Well, we have a Maelstrom here on the Nakes, on a more positive note. That is really good for them.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very quick timing. Not as quick as we saw earlier today from young Nico, baby.
True.
But still, a very respectable timing. CHYuan?
He has no remnants on Mr. Ember, so he shall die.
What happened to his remnants?
That's a good question.
What's he doing at this point in the game with no remnant?
I assume
He must have tried for the kill.
To kill this little disruptor boy, and he didn't succeed. Rune control. DD up top. Storm shall take it and look for a play on the map. Doom, still not level 6. Oh, sad face.
Oh, fade.
Yeah, well, they're doing their job. Runes are, like we said it before, very important in this game. And Slaughter top.
Glimpse him. Oh, he's already used it. Never mind. He just sets up the Kaka.
Well, so they know that the ward is there.
That's what he's doing.
Know that the other ward up top from earlier when the storm died. So they kind of have some intel on where Dire have their vision placed. But well, 8.5 minutes. Doom just now got us level 6, so they could potentially look for a play if they do have to rotate Ember though to one of the side lanes. It's kind of like the other games. If you want to kill one of these heroes, you need to usually have 3 heroes in the lane. It will be most natural for one of the mid heroes to go to their off lane once again,